So very warm welcome to you to the University of Johannesburg today. The Soweto Campus Sports Complex for round 5 of Varsity football tonight. It is the University of Johannesburg up against the University of Cape Town. A classical North versus South encounter tonight in Soweto. An opportunity almost immediately for a goal, and goalkeeper's done a terrific job.
That's a great save.
Yeah, absolutely. On the turn and a goal, Carl Clements.
Unbelievable.
Yep, there was a bit of a hole in the defence of the University of Cape Town. Clements on the turn.
I think it's Poncho, in fact. It is actually Poncho, whose place is one of the top strikers.
And look at the numbers forward now for the University of Johannesburg. De Freitas on the charge. And this is Nyati. Looks for a second and finds it.
What a goal! What a goal! I think it's Carl Clements. Obviously pushes it up there. Frakes or drop his shoulder to the left and cuts it into the inside and sees the goalkeeper off. Clinically executed. Beautiful goal. Unlucky to Adonis, who's been exceptional. He loves it, Clarence.
Nyati grabs one in the 19th minute. Clements in stoppage time. In the meantime, opportunity for De Freitas. Good work done by De Freitas, crossing to the middle. The danger's not over yet. Top from Nyati, in fact Clements.
UCT doing very well to congest that centre of the midfield, making it impossible for whatever finishing that was going to come. Even from the rebound, you could see they were onto him.
Once again, Mopelwa finds himself under pressure. De Freitas, plenty of space for De Freitas, and he'll score as he did against the University of Pretoria Tuks 2 weeks ago. And the University of Johannesburg draw first blood in the second half. De Freitas grabs his second goal of the campaign. UJ lead by 3-0. 15 play by Wisdom Matebula. Nogenga stayed forward. Chased it down by Matthew Edwards. Nearly got a second chunk of it for his second goal after scoring against Tuks 2 weeks ago. And Adonis was brave once again. He has been quite brave tonight, Adonis. UJ steaming forward here one more time. De Freitas in a chance for a brace. Good save, Adonis.
Needs a little bit of thinking is De Freitas. When he's in that area, you're close enough. You can't afford to blast it. The goalkeeper like Adonis, he didn't have to do much. He basically just put his body on the line, but the far post was wide open.
And again, they've got lots of numbers forward here. And a little touch of the near post, surely. Sleepy defence from the University of Cape Town. Appeals for an offside as well, not given. And the goal will count for the University of Johannesburg. Plenty of appeals for offside.
That's exactly what it looked like to me as well. Sandro Carlo, he finds himself unmarked in that area. It'll be nice to see if anybody had him onside there. Great work for the ball to be pulled back, and he passes it into the centre.
And this competition really starting to hot up with some of the favourite sides making their mark. And the gap starting to appear between the top sides and those at the bottom. Opportunity now for another. Well, goal number 5. Too much gap in between the centre backs for UCT. And it is Lumkile Dava comes off the bench, grabs his second goal. In fact, it's his first goal for UJ. And, well, 5 goals to nil is starting to become rather embarrassing. Sibanyoni goes into the middle. And that looks like Edwards. Well, there's been enough punishment for the University of Cape Town for tonight. In last week's 6-0 defeat against the Northwest University wasn't bad enough. Tonight, they've gone and done it again. The University of Cape Town. Tonight's been a cracker as well. Goals from Nyati, Clements, De Freitas, Claro, Dava, Edwards. One-way traffic for the University of Joburg. They go back to the top of the table in varsity football, winning by 6-0.